Good morning and welcome to Newsfirst Prime Time Sunrise.
Well, very good morning to you. You're joining us live on Newsfirst. This is Prime Time Sunrise. My name is Sonali Wanigabaduge. Let's take a look at the stories making headlines this morning. Unduap full moon Poya marked today. Sri Pada pilgrimage season commences. Heavy mist reported from Nuwara. Motorists cautioned. Overseas, dozens killed in Syrian army air raids on Aleppo. Today marks Unduap Full Moon Poya Day, a significant day in the Buddhist calendar. The unique event of bringing the bow sapling of the sacred Jai Sri Mahabodhi from India to Anuradhapura by Sangamitta Mahatheri took place on a day like today. This bow sapling was planted in the Mahameuna Uyana, the headquarters of Buddhism in ancient Sri Lanka. This event symbolizes that Buddhism took deep root throughout the length and breadth of Sri Lanka. Later, there were many saplings planted in Sri Lanka from the main Jai Sri Mahabodhi tree. Today, Buddhists all over the world consider the Jai Sri Mahabodhi at Anuradhapura and the Dalada Maligava, the Tooth Relic Chamber in the hill capital Kandy, as two important places of worship. The second most important mission or purpose of Sangamitta's arrival was the establishment of the Bhikkhuni Sasana. Queen Anula was the first to be ordained. Later, thousands of women from all walks of life entered the Buddhist order of Bhikkhunis. The Sri Pada pilgrimage season also commences with the advent of Unduap Full Moon Poya Day. Well, with the commencement of the Sri Pada pilgrimage season, the casket containing sacred relics and the statue of the god of Khatragama reached Sri Pada last night. Now, this was held under the patronage of the Deputy Chancellor of the Sabaragama University and Chief Incumbent of the Galpottavala Rajamaha Viharaya, Venerable Bengamwe Dhamma Dinnathera. The casket containing sacred relics and the statue of the god of Khatragama made its way to Sri Pada from the Palmadulla Galpottavala Rajamaha Vihara last night. Our correspondent stated that the puja equipment which departed from Galpottavala Rajamaha Vihara at 3 a.m. today will reach Sri Pada later in the day. Now, according to the Ministry of Health, 29,654 suspected cases of dengue were reported in the last 12 months, with 70 deaths being reported as well. Now, the rains have increased the likelihood of more dengue cases being reported. On this morning's field report, a team of Newsfirst reporters is touring the Borel area at present. We'll be taking a look at that later on. Also, to speak to us further on the topic, we are joined by Deputy Director of the Epidemiology Unit of the Ministry of Health, Dr. Hasitha Tisera. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning to you.
Thank you for joining us this morning. Now, with the onset of the rainy weather conditions prevailing in the island, the mosquito has raised its head once again. According to your figures, has the number of reported cases of dengue increased during this year?
Yes, let me explain a little about that. Dengue is a epidemic-prone disease in Sri Lanka, and we have two seasonal situations where we have an upward trend. During the southwestern monsoon, between May to July, there is an increase, potential increase, and then between October to December, spilling over to January, there is another period of increase with the northeastern monsoon. So this year, compared to 2012, there is a substantial reduction in the overall reporting of dengue. Last year we had 45,000 cases reported, and as you correctly mentioned, this year we have 29,000 plus. So there's an overall reduction of about 35,000 by about 35%. However, with the onset of northeastern monsoon, we see a potential increase in some areas, particularly in the urban areas such as Colombo, within the Colombo Municipal Council area, Dehiwala, Polonnawa, Kaduwela, Omagama, Moropur, such areas, we see a potential increase. So despite the overall reduction during the southwestern monsoon, northeastern monsoon, we need to be aware of that possible increase in dengue in some urban areas.
Yes, Dr. Tissera, what are the measures that are being taken by by your department in particular to curb this situation?
Yes, actually, there is a presidential task force that has been, set up since 2010. With the initiation of the presidential task force, there has come together about 8 ministries to work with the Ministry of Health in order to tackle this problem. The Ministry of Local Government has initiated the dengue week between 16th of December, that's today, to 22nd of December. So the Ministry of Health is in full gear to support the Ministry of Local Government in making
Dr. Tissera, are you still with us? Well, thank you. That was, of course, Dr. Hasitha Tissera, the Deputy Director of the Epidemiology Unit of the Ministry of Health, joining us live there, saying that a 35% decrease in the total cases of dengue reported has been achieved. Moving on to other local stories, Nuwara District Secretary DPG Kumarasiri says that heavy mists are being experienced in the morning and night times in areas of Nuwara. Now, in view of the commencement of the Sripada pilgrimage season and the increased travel to Nuwara, Kumarasiri has requested motorists to exercise extreme caution when travelling. Meanwhile, the Department of Meteorology says that showers are expected in various parts of the island today. Deputy Meteorologist Jeevan Karunaratne explains further.
Upper air disturbance is seen to the southeast of Sri Lanka. As such, showery weather will continue over southern half of the country. There will be intermittent showers or thunder showers in the central, Sabaragama, eastern, southern and Uva provinces. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in the western, northwestern and north central provinces. Fairly heavy falls, about 100 millimeters, are likely at some places in the southern province. Jeevan Karunaratne, Deputy Meteorologist.
Well, an event to mark Christmas was held in Batiklo yesterday under the auspices of Deputy Minister of the Buddha Sasana Ministry, MDS Gunawardana. A large crowd was present to celebrate the festive occasion, including Archbishop of Ampara Batiklo Professor Father Ponaya Joseph. A number of performances were also showcased and was held in the Gandhi Park in Batiklo. And that's a wrap from Primetime Sunrise. We'll see you again at 8:55 with more of the very latest. Have a great day ahead.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.